Welcome. It's the Melanated Mind Network podcast. We're so glad to have you all here. I am Staci Kirk. I'm the National Ambassador Leader, and I'm excited to come to you tonight to talk about a very important topic that's near and dear to me. But first of all, let me just invite you all. If you're not a part of the Melanated Minds Network, please make sure you go on over and become a part of the group. Just search the Melanated Minds Network right in Facebook and come on in. We really love to have you. Also, I want to invite you to a really important meeting. If you're interested in doing more, if you're interested in leading, especially in 2025, maybe your goals is to expand your leadership skills. Maybe you want to highlight those things that you do best, and you really want to engage more within our community. Come on over to our Zoom on October 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the Empower and Lead information call because we want to get some leaders in place to really focus on our main pillars within the Melanated Minds Network. And that, of course, is spirituality, physical fitness, as well as mental health. So we want you to come on over. We want you to hear what we have to say about the leadership program. And we want you to potentially be the next leader in the Melanated Minds Network. So again, I'm Staci Kirk, the National Ambassador Leader. I'm also the founder of Stiletto Boss Foundation. I am the co-founder along with Dr. Hutchins for Her Society. And I am a six-time, that's right, I said it, I am a six-time cancer survivor. And so tonight's topic just resonates so well with me. And I want to dig right in, but I want you to go ahead and drop the emoji in which you are feeling right now today as you're watching this evening. I want you to drop an emoji that really tells me, how are you feeling? Let me give you a second. It may take a minute. You might have to put a couple of different emojis depending on how you're feeling today, right? And so it's so important that we check in with each other, not only with each other, but also with ourselves. You may be feeling some things that are unresolved, and I need you to go ahead and work those out. But until you know and acknowledge how you're feeling, you might want to deal with that. So drop that emoji, and I'm going to get ready to dive into our topic. I'm really excited to be here today. I hope that each and every one of you all take something from this topic, and I won't be before you all long. So my topic tonight is you are resilient, you are powerful. And before I dive in too far, resilience and power are two very important words and meaningful words for me as I continue to navigate this journey of stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. I have had cancer throughout my life since I was 14 years old. So resilience and tapping into your power is something that I had to learn and had to really understand over time so that I can overcome the challenges that I was faced with. I'm hoping tonight you hear something that resonates with you so that you too can also understand your power and your resilience. I hope you're ready. Now, challenges are going to happen. We all know that. But how we face them is where our growth lies. How we face those challenges, how we react to those challenges is where our growth lies. You see, our challenges and our adversities, whether it's personal, professional, or even societal, can become sources of strength and growth if you let them. Because those particular things, that societal, that professional, that personal influence through adversities and challenges will foster resilience. It will encourage adaptability. It will bring forth unity because a lot of us have had similar challenges and adversities. And sometimes when we align with people, that is what makes the difference. So, through adversity and overcoming challenges, we often develop greater emotional and mental toughness. And we all know to face some of the things that we face as a BIPOC community, we need to have a greater sense of emotional and mental toughness. We need a deeper sense of self worth and the ability to advocate for change. These experiences can inspire collective action, strengthen cultural identity, and drive personal empowerment, turning those obstacles into opportunities for growth. A lot of times, we approach a challenge or a storm, we sometimes call it, we approach it as it is you know, a downer or something that makes us depressed or sad or takes us into this whirlwind storm. When in fact, we should start looking at these things as opportunities because what we get through, we can go through. And what we have to go through, remember, it's all about growth. You've heard the saying, every setback is a setup for a come up, right? Comeback. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. And that simply means that resilience is about bouncing back, like really bouncing back, because we do have to go through and grow through challenges and adversities. But adversity brings resilience. Without some adversity and without some of those harder lessons in life, we struggle when it's time to really face something bigger or struggle when it comes to unifying with other people. So, again, resilience is about bouncing back stronger, especially when life gets tough. Okay. So, I want you guys to think about that as you start to navigate challenges in your life. Now, here's the good. We're getting to the good part, right? So, recognizing and reclaiming your power, recognizing your power. And then, if you've lost it over time, reclaiming that power starts with self awareness. And a lot of us, no matter what age we are, struggle with self awareness, which is kind of acknowledging your strengths, your values, and your worth. Now, the reason why I say that self awareness is still a struggle, it sometimes is a big challenge because the biggest challenge that we face is ourselves oftentimes. We spend a great deal of time focusing on everyone else but us. We put a lot of time, a lot of effort in our spouses, our children, our parents when they get older. We spend a lot of time nurturing people on our 9 to 5s and our friends and things like that. And that takes away from truly understanding who we are, what we want, and what we bring to the table. That sometimes delays us from walking in our full power because you have it inside of you. I'm a firm believer that all the things that you need to overcome and excel in life are inside of us. But because we've gotten far away from ourselves and our self awareness because of the focus on everything and everyone else, it sometimes delays us from walking into our full power. So, how do we fix it? I say we let go. Let go of what? Well, I'm glad you asked because let go of self doubt. Oh, that's a big one. Sometimes we have self-doubt inside of us so deeply rooted due to our upbringing, due to the, diminishing words of others. We just have this self-doubt just lingering inside. And we're not aware of it all at all times, which is why self-awareness is so important. But what I understand is that our self doubt is there because of life, because of challenges, because of people who did not feed into us but took away from us. And it really is it's a stopper. It stops us from achieving our goals, from walking in our power, walking head held high, knowing that we're able to achieve what our life was meant to achieve. So if we let go of self doubt and reclaim our self awareness and reclaim our power, guess what? We're unstoppable. Our societal limitations, listen, the society tells us you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't wear this, you shouldn't concentrate on this, you shouldn't, you shouldn't. Get rid of that because no one else's opinion matters but you and your higher power. That's all that there is. And let's let go of other people's thoughts and opinions of who we are. Think about it. People have been suggesting who we should be our entire lives. Well, you should. And I think you would be a better, and I don't think you should start this. I think you're a little weak at this. But the truth of the matter is you know who you are. You might have lost sight of it, but you know who you are. So while we let go of that, let's pick up belief in self. Let's start believing in ourselves and not just saying the words, not just saying words of affirmation that affirms that you believe in yourself. You have to feel it. Let's pick up boundaries. We've done too much for too many for too long. And a lot of times we're doing things for people that we no longer need to or want to serve, and it's not reciprocal. So let's start creating some boundaries. Let's pick up aligning ourselves with our authentic self. You have to align yourself with things that are authentic to you. We have to stop joining groups and picking up this and picking up that when that's not something that is truly who we are. Because when you find yourself doing that, the next thing you know, you're jumping, you're hop skipping all over the place because you're just not sure of where you fit in. Time to spend some time with you, know who your authentic self is, and make no compromises on your alignment. If people, places, and things don't align with who you are, that's okay. That's okay to say, this is not for me. It doesn't make you less of a person, it doesn't make you selfish, it makes you true to who you really are. Last but not least, let's pick up the wisdom of knowing that you carry an unstoppable power within. You were given everything you need to succeed, everything you need to excel, everything you need to be the best at what it is you were purposed to be. It's an unstoppable power, but you can't tap in if you don't know it's there or you don't believe that it's there. I hope you guys are getting something out of this. If you're feeling what I'm putting down, just go ahead and drop in the chat right now. Keep going, Stacy. Keep going. I need to know that you are listening and it's resonating. It's filling up who you want to be. We all have that vision of who we want to be, how much money we want to have, what kind of car we want to drive, time, freedom, all of that. We have this vision of ourselves, but we don't spend much time there. I want you to make a promise to yourself tonight that you are going to continue to focus on who you want to be. I want you to focus on your experiences and understand where they've brought you to. We don't resent our experiences, we reflect upon them, grow, and then take those things into action. Last thing I want to talk to you about is your success story. I don't know if you know this, but your success story is being written even in your storms, even in your challenges, even when facing adversity. Your success story is being written. To draw a success story from your personal experience, you have to start by reflecting on your journey. Don't run from it. Don't just concentrate on all the great things that brought you here. Concentrate on all the things, all the lessons, all the adversities, all the overcoming that you've done are all a part of your journey. Highlight those obstacles, highlight the lessons that you've learned, and the actions that led to your growth or achievement. I always used to tell the people that I coached that it's one thing to feel bad about a situation. A lot of people take to social media because they are going through something and they feel bad about that, or it's making them feel emotional about that. And that's perfectly fine. But my coaching says wait until it's resolved. Wait until you're out of the storm. That allows you to focus on, yes, I've faced these obstacles. Yes, I've learned many lessons, but it also spotlights the actions that you took that led to your coming out, your overcoming, your growth, or your achievement. I want you to identify key moments that shaped your resilience or determination. It's not always the good. Good doesn't necessarily shape resilience. You have to go through some adversities and focus on them momentarily so that you can understand fully how resilient and determined you are. Craft a narrative that shows progress. Doesn't have to be perfection. We're never going to be perfect, but we're always progressing. And some people say, well, I take 2 steps forward and then life throws me 10 steps back. Well, guess what? Take 2 more forward and continue that, because any forward motion is progress. It's never going to be perfect, but you can always learn, you can always build on it, and you stay determined, and you really focus on that resilience. And then once your story is clear, from the time you walked into the storm until you took those actions that led you out of the storm, once your story is clear, I want you to share it authentically. That's so important. Be transparent, whether it's through speaking. I do that quite a bit. I've been through a lot in my life, writing. I have a memoir coming out because I realized that my story is going to help somebody, or mentoring, or even through social media. Share your story. Be transparent, because oftentimes our stories are not for us, it's for someone else. It's for someone else to see your experience, hear your experience, resonate with it, and pull inspiration from it. Pull something from it that's going to change their lives. They'll be able to apply those same principles of perseverance, resilience, growth, achievement, and apply it to their own lives because they heard your story, because they understood that you are human, you went through something, but you didn't stay there. That's why I caution people, don't just get on Facebook and vent and talk about how you don't like the situation you're going through. Pause for a second. Tell your best friend that vent. But then when that story is complete and you can clearly show somebody the other side, that's when you go out there and you be transparent and you share it authentically. We owe ourselves success. We owe ourselves whatever level of purpose that we're meant to live in, walk in, and show others. We owe that to ourselves. We've been through so much. I know somebody watching right now that has been through the fire and come back. Let's be honest. We, us, the BIPOC community, we face things times two, but it builds us up times 10. Let that be an inspiration to you. I hope that you took some nuggets away. If you did, throw a one in the chat so that we all know here at the Melanated Minds Network National Team that I'm so very proud to be a part of. And listen, from my own personal experiences, let me tell you that being a part of something this big that I know is going to grow just exponentially over time, that we already have visions of going internationally with this. But because of my perseverance, I could be in a corner somewhere balled up right now, not talking to anybody, not being involved in anything. But my faith says that I'm unstoppable, that my power is unstoppable, and that my resilience will get me through whatever. So I have no reason to say no to being a national ambassador leader for such an amazing network. I have no reason to think that I won't continue to survive whatever comes my way, and neither do you. I hope this inspires you. I pray that you find this information um, good for you. I pray that if there's somebody that's watching now or whenever you're watching, that you know that you have a network and a family around you. We'll be here. Be present in your life. Engage in whatever you've signed up for. Don't be a watcher. Don't be a joiner. Be a leader and take hold of that which you belong to. You belong to this network. We love you being here, and we want you to stay here and know that you can participate, you can engage, you can be a part of something that's going to be huge. It already is. But know that first, you have to work on you, or during, either way. We're happy you're here. I'm happy to have hosted tonight. And I promise you that it just gets better from here. Life will keep on lifing, but you will keep on persevering in your resilience and your power. Again, I'm Stacy. I'm the National Ambassador Leader for the Melanated Minds Network, and I love talking to you tonight. If you have any questions, friend me on Facebook, drop some comments below. I would love to engage with you all. I hope you have an amazing evening. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. See ya.